The playoffs are in full swing as we welcome you to this postseason contest on EA Sports. Let's close out the weekend with what should be a good one on Monday Night Primetime between the Tennessee Titans and the Pittsburgh Steelers. We are underway in this AFC Wildcard Weekend contest. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10.
60 by Cowboy 80, trap 50, trap 60. Panther 11, Panther 11.
Coming out throwing. Here's Ward. And his first offering of the game winds up incomplete.
Just about every play in an NFL game usually has a protagonist and antagonist, a good and a bad. The good there, the courage of that wide receiver. The bad, just could not haul it in.
On the jump.
Following the incompletion, we stay at the 35. It's 2nd and 10.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. 7 Pirates, 7 Pirates. 79 Broncos. 60 Bobcats, 60 Bobcats.
Shotgun snap now to Ward. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
No real secret. They were going to get him and his height involved early there, Kate. The secret was how is he going to be defended? Well, they chose to go physical. And that will plant a little thought in his mind. The next time the ball comes his way, he better be ready for some contact.
Now this opening drive not going anywhere yet. Already 3rd and 10.
Here we go, strike. 19 Tiger, 19 Tiger. 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Cougar 19, Dragon 60.
Here he goes, 3rd and long. Connecting on the slant. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. It's a gain of 11 there, and that picks up the first.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your third downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
1st and 10 now from the 46.
Let's go now. Bronco 80. Hurt.
Here's the first carry of the game for the Syracuse rookie. Nice cut back to the right sideline. Touchdown, Tennessee! The Titans take a 6-0 lead right away. So the first lead of our game goes to our visitors, Bronk, and I know it is very early, but tough not to have that word upset at least start to creep into your mind just a bit.
You go into someone else's building in the playoffs, this place has been juice. They have been so hyped to get to this game. Yeah, and the odds certainly in the home team's favor, but you go out and score, touchdown in the opening drive, you level it a whole bunch.
The Titans kicking team out there as they get lined up and kick this away. Return coming from the 6. Kicks away from 1. He stopped on the run back of the 27. Steelers to the line now. 1st and 10. They're going to throw here to begin the drive. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the drive begins with a rough first step there. That's going to bring up 2nd down.
That is not a good omen at all. You spend so much time, Kate, on the first 15 plays, and that first play, you've rehearsed it in your head over and over as a quarterback, as an offensive line. You never, ever want to go backwards, have such a negative play, but now you got to flush it and quickly move on.
2nd down pass play coming. Lasers this one deep down the middle. It connects on the deep shot. And into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. The Steelers finish up their opening drive. Well, Rock, they could prove me wrong, but I don't think touchdowns are going to come that easily the rest of this game. But starting out, we all welcome a quick score.
Yeah, not a lot of energy exerted, right? Not a lot of their cards shown just yet. They only got a couple plays into their strategy, and they found pay dirt. A lot of mystery still to come with what they're going to do schematically. A lot of answers have to be found defensively.
That one right down the middle. And the Steelers start off well, tie things 7-7. After tying this game up, they're all set to send her away. And that kickoff is into and then out of the end zone, so we got a touchback. This drive will start at the 35. Good starting field position for the Titans. They've got it. 1st and 10. They're going to throw this one. Ward. That's him on a quick hitter. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard defensive coordinators say, hey, you got to earn the right to rush your pass. You got to earn the right for me to call blitzes. And when you call a blitz and you don't get home and you don't hit the quarterback, you've earned nothing.
Second and 6 coming up here. Tossing right to the short side. There's the intensity we expect in a playoff. Defense going big play hunting, and they get him behind the line. They send with that sack in mind, Brock. We all saw what was coming, so managed to clean up the play, even if it did come on the ground.
And you know why they call that a cat pressure from the secondary, Kate?
Tell me.
Because it's a C for corner and AT for attack, exactly what he just did.
Ward's going to throw here on 3rd. And that's a win for the pass rush. Hit as he threw it, leads to the incompletion. 4th down coming up.
Kate, I think that was the type of play we expected out of this defense to start the game. Can't undo that opening drive touchdown they gave up, but that can sure help to get yourself off the field with that 3rd down stop.
And that gets out of bounds down inside the 20. It looks to be at about the 17-yard line.
At their own 17-yard line.
Pittsburgh offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10.
Here we go, strike.
Throwing from the gun here. Short pass brought in. And he'll get it up to the 27.
Sometimes you're looking to push the ball down the field. As I've said before, the crumbs lead to a cookie. And you never go broke taking a profit, and those big tight ends will often find you those easy check down yards.
Fall forward, and I think you've got this 1st down, Brock. It's 2nd and inches.
Here we go, here we go. Let's go.
Here's the first carry for Jonathan Taylor. And they'll take him down after he advances this up to about the 43. It's a great pickup, 16 yards, and now they've got first down.
That's certainly a spot where you could be more aggressive, Kate, if you wanted to take your shots. But some coaches, even the bolder ones, will take the safe play first when they get it from time to time. No third down required now.
First and 10 from the 43.
Panther 60, Panther 60, 79 Broncos. Panther 11, Panther 11. Dragon 60. Take off.
Throwing from the gun. Catch made over the middle. And he's short of the first after a mile gain.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
They're throwing it. This is complete. It's Matthew Golden. And they get this down roughly to the 34-yard line. Give him an 18-yard pickup there. And a fresh set of downs for Pittsburgh. No doubt they'll take a repeat of how this game began, Brock, and that play has them on their way towards it.
Scripting for success. They'll keep pressing the advantage, too, until some resistance has got to finally appear.
Shotgun snap. They'll throw. Throwing for the back of the end zone. Too far out of the back of the end zone it goes. Incomplete. Now, they've been perfect to that point on the drive, Brock. First time we've seen this coverage force them into a misstep in a while.
I know you hear me talk all the time, Kate, about the rhythm of an offense, right?
Yep.
And I look at it through those optics so much. But it's the same thing defensively. You've got to get a stop, see the ball hit the ground to knock them out of that rhythm.
Ball still on that 34-yard line, second and 10. They are throwing it again. Completed over the middle. And this winds up a short gain to the 29. Brian Branch getting there for the tackle.
Well, that's a modest little drag route. But if you ever just need a safe, short gain on a throw, that's a go-to route to target.
Quite the drive they've had, Brock, but they're up against it. 3rd and 5 now.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70. Warrior 70.
He's going to throw this one. This finds its target. That's Taylor. And he's brought down at the 17-yard line. We've reached the end of one in this opening round of the AFC playoffs. Both teams neck and neck so far. More from Acrisure Stadium after the break. It's Steelers ball as we return for the second, and they have to be thinking points here.
Let's go now. Bronco 80. Mustang 19. 18 Rattlers. 18 Rattlers.
From the red zone on first. And into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. The Steelers take a second quarter lead. So, Brock, this offense starting to find its rhythm a bit as they finish things with a touchdown there to give them the lead.
And the key word there that you said is finish, because you want to have that mindset, even early in the game, that field goals aren't going to cut it. So that's great work to make sure they finish with 6 points.
That one splits the uprights. And the Steelers break that tie and now lead by 7. The kicking team out there for the Steelers, and here they go to send it away. And he just sends this out and over the end zone, so no threat of a return. They're going to spot the ball up at the 35 to begin this drive. Good starting field position for the Titans. They've got it, 1st and 10.
Ready.
Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And a couple of teammates combining there for the stop after just 1 yard.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Can lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on second.
On the go.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down.
Set the race. Here we go. Set. 60 Eagles. 60 Eagles. Go set. Go set.
Ward setting the pass. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. Offense in a hurry up here.
Pass the 60. Pass the 60. Viking 18.
They need some extra time to think over third and long. We've got a timeout. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half.
Ready.
Not an enviable spot as they come up third and long.
70. Let's go now. 18 Cardinal. 18 Cardinal. Trap 50. Trap 50.
Didn't get that one off in time. This is going to be a delay of game. Must have lost sight of the play clock there, Brock, because the quarterback could have snapped it in time, but instead, they take the penalty. Well, that delay game certainly doesn't help things. It's third and even longer now.
Cowboy 80. Check. Hurt. Hurt. Ready.
Third and long for him here. Broken out right as the defense got to him. That's an incomplete pass. No luck finding his receiver that time. So that brings up 4th and long. Here comes the Titans punting unit. Secures this at the 17. And he gets his offense in better field position here to start. It's up close to the 30.
The Steelers take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
All right, Steelers to the line now. First and 10. Airing it out to start this drive. He put everything he had into this one. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Ball and defender arrived at the exact same time there. And now they face second down.
You know, that was almost a nice chunk play before he was able to recover and provide the hit that dislodges the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays deep.
Throw left side, complete. This is a nice game, nearly moves those chains. He's got it up to the 36.
A gain of 9 brings up 3rd and 1.
Looking to throw on 3rd and 1. Taking a shot deep here. Well, they had the look, certainly didn't shy away from it, but couldn't connect. And now they're stuck facing 4th down.
The numbers tell us pretty clearly, you get to 3rd and long, extra long, it's really hard to stay on the field. That's disappointing because that was 3rd and manageable and incomplete.
Going for it on their own side, Brock. Okay, bold call, but they only need a yard. They're going for this. And that's going to wind up incomplete as their gamble doesn't pay off. They're going to turn this one over on downs.
You know, Kate, I don't think I've ever met a defender that cares. All they want to do is get off the field. Doesn't matter if it's a drop pass, deflection, breakup, even an interception. Challenged by the offense to get one more stop to get off the field, and that's exactly what they did.
Panther streak. Here we go. Here we go. No, no. Ready.
On first down, they'll run. They're going to be working from the red zone as he reaches the 16. An excellent gain, 20 yards there, and that's going to move the sticks.
Kate, that's the type of run that shines the light well on him as a runner, of course. You got to give a lot of credit to everybody else. Those skill guys, when you have an outside run, they got to do their job. Not just the big boys up front, not just the running backs. That takes everyone on the perimeter blocking to get a big run like that.
Offense is set, first and 10.
Come on, come on.
Back-to-back carries here. And he's able to power this forward, but they stop him after 2 yards.
Yeah, that defense was flying to the ball. You see that outside toss. It's the pursuit drill that they work on over and over again. Get to that toss before it can really get started.
On the jump.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8.
Get it. Cougar 19. Ready.
Ward off the play fake. Oh, they're on him, and he's dropped again. And that pushes him back. 3rd down coming up.
You get into the red zone and every detail matters. It matters on the whole 100 yards. But, Kate, once you get inside this red zone, it is so critical. And let's tip our cap to the defense on the details, creating that sack.
Back. Cowboy 80. Dragon 60.
They'll air it out on 3rd. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. And the Steelers get the football on the first turnover of the contest.
The Steelers take over first and 10 at their own 4-yard line.
Pittsburgh offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10. Taylor gets it to begin the drive. And he manages 6 yards to begin this one. We've got 2nd and 4.
Well, I think I hear the warning sirens. You hear them, Kate? I think they just got quieted. Because that run right there gave them enough room from their goal line where you should feel comfortable calling anything in your playbook.
So it's going to be 2nd and about 4 on the other side of this 2-minute warning. The Steelers leading the way here in Acrisure. 2nd down carry for Taylor. And he reaches the 17-yard line as he's hauled down. Call it 7 yards on the play, and that's enough for the 1st down.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know and you may come back to. Because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of the defense.
Looking left, throwing deep. He's got it deep downfield. And they send him out of bounds as he gets this to the opposing 45. They get 37 on the play. And the Steelers have a 1st down.
The analytics are pretty clear. It's hard to move the ball in this league with short little dinks and dunks. You've got to get the explosive chunk. You got to get the big play. And that throw to the outside, that gets the job done.
Dragon 60.
Looking on 1st down. Pass caught out right by Golden. And he's going to be driven out of bounds. The gain gets this down inside the 35. And it's a gain of 12 on that one. And a fresh set of downs for Pittsburgh.
1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Pass play coming here. All in left side. He's going to be stopped, but not before dealing some damage. He's down to the 12. They managed 22 on the rip and a 1st down.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted them. They wanted them in a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, then go to work after.
Coming to the line for another 1st and 10.
Let's go.
Looking inside the red zone. It isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And they're going to be forced to regroup a bit ahead of 2nd down.
A big loss on the play brings up 2nd down.
pass play now. He throws a bullet down the left sideline. Deep sideline shot is caught, and he gets out to stop the clock. How quickly things can change, partner. The pain from being taken down that prior play, yeah, I imagine that's gone and forgotten now, and it's been replaced by the adrenaline from finding the end zone there.
Yeah, that defense could have certainly used the pass rush from the previous play because that quarterback had plenty of time to scan the field and make a throw, and he gets an immediate measure of revenge for that sack.
That one right down the middle. And the Steelers double their lead to 14. The kicking team out there for the Steelers, and here they go to send it away. This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20.
The Titans take over first and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Ready?
They've got first and 10, Brock, but time for maybe 2 plays at most if they even want to try anything.
Ready?
Yep, as expected, they go to the ground to start this one off. He stopped after picking up 9, so they're set up well here with 2nd and 1. All right, they're going to call a timeout. 3 seconds left. That means one last play in this half. One last play before the break. One final shot before the half. He fires one deep down the left sideline. This final shot of the half will not connect. That falls incomplete. No time remaining in our first half. Shades of the 2009 Super Bowl. They're going onside kick to begin the second half. With this kick, we're back underway. A spot in the divisional round on the line.
By the Titans.
Good starting field position for the Titans. They've got it, first and 10.
19 tight, 70 Timberwolves. 60 Maverick, 60 Maverick. Cut 19. Check smash, check smash. Buffalo 18. Trap 60, trap 60. Panther 11, Panther 11. 18 Rattler, 18 Rattler.
Out of the shotgun, it's Ward. He finds Pickens left side. He gets it forward a little to his 46. Tackling like his dad, Joey Porter Jr. making that play.
It's now 2nd and 6 at the 46-yard line.
They'll empty the backfield and motion him out.
79 Broncos.
Shotgun snap man of Ward. Finds a man right side. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
First down. First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Let's see how they attack this first down, partner, from the 45.
Here we go, set. Cougar 19.
Ward, a quick throw, complete. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down.
That's a pretty similar result to a first down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, makes second and third down a whole lot easier to manage.
This is 2nd and 6 coming up.
Ready, ready.
A give now from the gun. And he's going to be brought down at the 35-yard line. They get 6 and a first down as well.
I think with that call, they were trying to set him up with a short third down run, but he said, nope, not on my watch. I'll just go get it all right here. Now, playbook's wide open for 1st and 10.
First down throw here for Ward. Dumped off to his running back. And this is down to the 28 before the defense halts it.
Hey, you like these results on first. That completion right there, right in the window where all options are now available to you on second down. That playbook wide open.
Second and 3 now.
Go! Back all 80. 70 Rangers, 70 Rangers.
From the gun, it's Ward. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Just couldn't hang on through the contact. And now they'll face a 3rd and 3.
Ready? 60 Vikings, 60 Vikings. 7 Pirates, 7 Pirates. 18, Pioneer.
Trying to throw this from the gun. Complete beyond the marker. And he's going to go out of bounds just short of that red zone. 5 yards on that play and enough for a new set of downs.
Hey, Kate, they don't rightly care who it's going to go to in that situation. All they really care about are the results on 3rd down. And that's exactly the result they needed. Enough to keep this drive moving.
And you keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10.
Let's go. 70 Timberwolves, 70 Timberwolves. Ready, ready.
Rolling back gets the handoff. Give him 5 on that play as he gets him inside the red zone. Goes to the hurry up here.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
79.
Back to the well again. Hop behind the line here on 2nd down, which is only going to make things tougher for this 3rd down coming up. The presence of those tight ends works both ways, Brock. You know this. Gives them more blockers up front, but it also clues the defense in to be ready for that run.
Yeah, you can put 7 blockers up there, even put 8, I don't know, 9. All the blockers in the world, but if they don't work in concert together to create a lane, it doesn't matter.
On the check.
About set. This is 3rd and 5.
Pat. 60 Eagles, 60 Eagles. Let's go.
They give it to him again. And this play reaches the 12-yard line before the stop is made. They'll say he got 5 there, but Brock, all they care about is the 1st down that comes with it.
I love that call on 3rd down because it just gives you options. The best 3rd down teams are teams that do just that. Right? They give you options. You don't let the defense dictate to you. You look at what they're giving you, and you take advantage of them.
Bringing the offense up to the line. 1st and 10.
Here we go, here we go.
Another carry for him. And this give not as fruitful. They're on him quicker this time. He's not going to get back to the line of scrimmage. The line between safeties and linebackers gets real blurred on plays like that, Brock. He handled that one just like a Mike would have.
Yeah, if injuries were to ever crop up, Kate, I bet he could handle the linebacker spot for them as well. Just tremendous diagnosis in that run support.
18 Cardinal, 79 Broncos. Dragon 60. Ready.
Ward in the pistol. Dumps it off to his running back. Ooh, they're on that one. 2nd down's going to end up in a loss of yards.
He specializes in salvaging broken plays out of the backfield, but even he couldn't get anything out of that one, Kate. That defense, they were all over it.
Let's see what they went with. 3rd down.
Connect. Crack all ladies. Stay.
Here he goes, 3rd and long. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. Looking quickly here. One quarter to go, Brock, and we'll see who can earn the wild card win. It is Titans football, and their postseason rides on this quarter, partner, as they come in trailing. Well, best of luck here. It's 4th and a considerable distance.
60 Bison, 60 Bobcats, 60 Bobcats.
Desperation time here. Finds him on the slant. And the defense escapes. And a nice drive going, but the defense gets off the field by forcing that turnover on downs.
I think every analytics book out there, Kate, said you got to go for it. You're in 4-down territory, down a couple scores here in the 4th. But now it's all about the defense. Can the defense come with a quick turnover or a stop to somehow, some way, spark a comeback?
First call here coming from the shotgun.
Here we go. Warriors, hang the 60.
Now throw to start the drive. He's going deep. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Well-timed strike by that defender to knock it free. And now it's 2nd down. From the gun, Johnson. And a decent run, gets about 4. It's going to be 3rd down.
You make that call to just give yourself a fighting chance on 3rd down, Kate. Take at least a little bite of the big meal between them and the 1st down marker. And that should make this upcoming call a little less daunting.
70 Lions. 19 tight, 79 Broncos.
From the gun on 3rd down. This finds its target. That's Taylor. And they're going to bring him down just after he crosses the 50.
Every time I see one of those angle routes, I think back to my day 1 install. Rookie minicamp in the NFL. Texas, angle route. 49ers of the 80s, they were making hay with it then, and the running back's still doing it to this day.
Shotgun snap. They'll throw. Hits him on the out route. And this one's worked down to the 33 before being stopped. It's 16 yards on that play. And the Steelers have a 1st down. And that right there is about the best you can hope for against double coverage. Good chunky yards, and more importantly, Brock, you don't get burned taking a risk.
Yeah, it's really the defense that gets burned, and that is just demoralizing. You got double coverage, you got what you want, and 2 guys can't stop one.
Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Ball and defender arrived at the exact same time there. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
I think that was a throw, Kate, that just came a little bit too late. What it did is it gave that defense time to come up and deliver a pop and knock the ball loose before he could secure it fully.
60 Bison, 60 Bison.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Going deep towards the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. The Steelers make it a 3-score game in the 4th. It's a Jonathan Taylor touchdown. So the offense showing a slightly different dimension there, Brock. Getting the running back involved with his hands for the touchdown.
Yeah, such an advantage. I think when you think about it, Kate, it really is about the 80s where we start to see these running backs not just tote the ball as runners. There'll be real weapons when they get the ball in the passing game.
Yeah.
That's well done.
And the kick is good. And we're going to have some extra yardage added to the kickoff on the roughing call. So they got him for roughing the kicker. They're going to put that penalty yardage on the spot of the ensuing kickoff. The kicking team out there for the Steelers, and here they go to send it away. And he wasn't chancing a return there, putting it out on the back of the end zone for a touchback. Good starting field position for the Titans. They've got it. 1st and 10.
Let's go now.
Ward's going to throw it. That'll be incomplete to start the new set of downs.
That just goes to show you can't take any completion for granted, even on some of the shortest passes in the game plan.
Following the incompletion, we stay at the 35. It's 2nd and 10. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. It's intercepted by Joey Porter Jr. And the Steelers get it back as he intercepts him for the 2nd time this game.
Intercepted. The Steelers take over 1st and 10.
1st and 10 now from the 46.
Ready? Hawk 70, Hawk 70. 19,
Airing it out to start this drive. Oh, he put everything he had into that. And that's a Pittsburgh touchdown. The Steelers keep adding to that 4th quarter lead.
A receiver this skilled, well, he's got every route in his back pocket. But sometimes simple is better. No complicated cuts, no double moves. You just go run right by it.
Kicking team out to try the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Steelers continue piling on to this lead.
7.
The kicking team out there for the Steelers, and here they go to send it away. Okay, well, that one's over the 20, the landing zone, and almost everything else we got here today. So that football coming out to our 35-yard line. Good starting field position for the Titans. They've got it. 1st and 10.
Cut 19, Panthers, check, Bobcat, trap 60, Panther 11, 18, Pioneer. Go.
Not deterred by that pick. He's throwing again. Escapes the pocket. Moving right, airs it out down this. He's got it inside the 25. And this gets close to the red zone. He is inside the 25. Offense up to the line fast.
A gain of 42 yards on the play. 1st down, Titans.
Out of the gun. They'll give it to him inside. And he's brought down by a collective effort there. Only 1 yard on the carry. Working quickly here.
A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8.
16 Everett, 18 Rattler. Steady.
Ward setting up to throw. Completed to his running back. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Tennessee. The Titans making the scoreboard look a touch better. Well, Brock, this one has not been good to them so far, but they are still fighting and able to get in there for 6.
Just a drive that was all about scratching and clawing. As much as anything, Kate, it was just a pride drive. Go and get your job done.
That one splits the uprights. And the Titans cut the lead by a quarter, down now to 21. And This is recovered by the Steeler hands team. And he's going to get stopped for right around the 45-yard line. Well, I guess they kind of had to do it here, Brock.
Yeah, it's called a have to. Yeah, kind of have to at this point of the game, huh?
Okay, but like most things in this game, it did not work out for them.
Yeah, let's face it, even if they do recover that, probably not going to find a way to win. But this is a time where you work on things, where you do build to the following week. Got to find a way to flush this because it's just not been their kind of game.
Let's see how they attack this first down, partner, from the 45. Chased out to his right. And he just hucks this one away. Wasn't going to risk a throw or force something. It brings up second down.
Look at the coverage on that play, Kate. I love that. That is textbook defense right there. When the quarterback escapes the pocket, man, you got to find somebody. You got to go get sticky on your offensive guy. That's exactly what the secondary did, and it forces the throw away.
60 Bison, 19 Lions.
Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Put some heat on this. This is caught inside the 15. And into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. The Steelers put up even more points in a win. As he naps another touchdown, Brock. I gotta ask you, the former QB, is this the point where all the other guys who haven't scored or only have one touchdown today are coming over you and saying, "Bro, why aren't you looking for me? Throw me the football."
They may be saying it, but it's a little more of a look, Kate. Like, really? I mean, can I eat too? Do I get an opportunity to sit at the table? But when you got the rapport these two have right now and the confidence and the timing, boy, you look him up every chance you get.
The kicking team out there for the Steelers, and here they go to send it away. And that one flies right on past the end zone. Did not make an effort to even hit the landing zone, Brock, so they're going to gift him a drive starting at the 35. Good starting field position for the Titans. They've got it, 1st and 10.
Come on. 60 Bison, 60 Bison. Hurt.
To the air with Ward. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play. Jar it loose, incomplete. They haven't found it easy to score in this one, Brock. And physicality just like that, a big reason why.
And it usually is, Kate. I love defensive coordinators when they say it's not just what you see, it's what you hear. And you could hear the physicality of that knocking the ball loose.
Following the incompletion, we stay at the 35. It's 2nd and 10.
Go! Hook 19.
Out of the shotgun, it's Ward. Jump off Popeye's back. And he is hit hard shortly after that catch. Great job hanging on to that, but only a small gain on that play.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to 3rd down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
A less than ideal 3rd and 8 here.
Dragon 60. 70 Lions.
Third and long for him here. That one falls to the turf. Couldn't hang on. It's incomplete. Trying to find Chimere DK. And that brings up 4th and long.
You never, ever, as an offense, like 3 and outs, Kate, but you really don't like them on 3rd down when you throw into tight coverage like that. Got to manufacture a better look.
Cup 19. Cup 19.
Here he goes. Got to have this on 4th down. And they'll turn it over on downs as that pass comes up empty, and off the field they go. We've got a stoppage here, and there we see quarterback Cam Ward in some pain, Brock. The training staff hurrying out to take a look. to pass on 1st and 10. Check it down to Taylor. And they can't bring him down until he gets into that red zone at the 19. Give him 18 yards on that play, Brock, and it gets him a 1st down.
Steelers, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 19-yard line.
Throwing from the gun. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
Even the best of them could be hurried into a throw before they're ready, and that pressure just messed up all the timing, the rhythm, and the clock of the quarterback.
After the incompletion, they come up on 2nd and 10. On the draw, this is Taylor. And he's bottled up the line on the final play before the 2-minute warning. Only a yard for him that time, so now 3rd and 9.
You know, some positive yardage there, Kate, but just as important, they're mixing up their play calling, and they could very well be setting up the defense for a big play later.
Drive in dire straits, it's 3rd and 9.
What are you doing? Come on, set. 70 Timberwolves, go.
A little touch pass here, trying to move the chains. He wants to, but he's not going to be able to continue the run. Got him 6, but they stopped him short. It's 4th down now. Now we get a timeout taken by the Titans. That's their first. As they'll get together and discuss with 4th down coming up. So the Steelers turning things over to the field goal unit. This only a chip shot from the right hash. And it is good. No problems there on the shorter attempt. And they didn't even need those points when you look at how impressive that lead is.
Get another shot across the bow of a ship that's already sinking here, Kate. He could have made that field goal. Heck, he could have turned around and kicked it directly at his coach because it feels like they've got this one in hand.
The kicking team out there for the Steelers, and here they go to send it away. Fields this one at the 3. And that hit is going to freeze him at this spot. He got stuck right at the 20. Tennessee to the line. 1st and 10.
Crack all 80. Liking 18.
Here's the lone back on the handoff. And he powers ahead for about 5. It's going to be 2nd and 5. Clock working against him here as they hurry to that line.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
Panther 11.
Now Ward. Well, he doesn't see a window he likes, so he just got rid of that one. And brings up 3rd down.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here.
Here we go. Trap 60. Pump 7.
From the gun, it's Ward. Trying to push deep downfield. Full extension, and he brings it in! Tennessee calling its 2nd timeout now. And they're still going to have 1 left at their disposal.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
And he has it down officially to the red zone at the 20.
Well, we saw his guys pick up the blitz. We felt them pick it up anyway if we weren't looking at him. But with their effort on his behalf, I think this QB felt owed to them. And the group up front to find somebody to get a completion so that effort up front wasn't in vain.
And that tackle stops him after a solid gain. The Titans call their third and final timeout. And now they're powerless to stop that clock with a timeout at least.
I'm not going to lie. I know they got a completion, and completions, you never turn them down. But to make that throw for those yards into double coverage, that is way too much risk for that reward.
Down. Yellow, 22. Light blue. 6. Mega. Hut.
Shotgun now on third down. That is incomplete. Down to 13 seconds left.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
Field goal doesn't do anything for him here, so the offense staying out there on fourth down.
Here we go. Here we go. 60 red. 60 red. Ready.
Fourth down. Pass coming. Buys time. Rolling right. And that's incomplete in the end zone. Could have been 6 points, but as that one falls, Brock, instead just a turnover on downs.
Hey, I get it. It's already over. But go down swinging. Unfortunately, that play, like so many of them today, Kate, has been pretty indicative of how this contest has gone.
Oh, Brock, look at this. He's setting up to throw it. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And after one play, this drive might already be in trouble. That's going to push him back for second down. Well, Brock, the fans are